To bleach, L'Chaim. Drink some before you impeach.
Question: is this musical mashup of 31 flavors clever and humorous, or simply silly and sophomoric?
Answer: Schrodinger's cat.
Good afternoon. This is Wolf Blitzer with FNN Live from the GOP-G13 Republican Convention Center. All are anticipating that Donald John Trump will again be the party candidate for our next presidential election sometime in the near or distant future. While we're waiting for GOPers to arrive, let's talk with spokeswomen Kellyanne Conway and Kayleigh McEnany, standing under the huge T on the facade of Trump Towers.
Under the T, away from my hubby, my Teletubby on NBC. Under the T, under the T, those golden showers here at Trump Towers.
Seriously.
Under the T, that's where it's better, that's where we're wetter. Take it from me. Me too.
Let's go inside for a first look. A huge screen is now descending. The president is beaming to us from Mar-a-Lago, and as you can see, he's dressed in golf attire. He appears to be throwing something out to an adoring crowd.
Under the T, under the T, there's our Prince Charming tossing out Charmin. Save some for me.
Greetings, Mr. President.
Hello, Wolf.
A question that burns in the minds of Americans is this: where have all the grown-ups gone?
I don't know what happened to Peter, Pan, and Mary.
What about singer-songwriter Pete Seeger?
I'll say it again. Peter, Pan, and Mary. You need to work on your listening skills, Wolf. I usually hope you'll be on your best behavior. 'Cause Labor Day's coming up and it's very special to me. Very special. My favorite holiday, along with Easter, Kwanzaa, Ramadan. Did I miss any?
Purim, Mr. President?
Oh, yes. Poor him. Must be named for Obama.
While we await members of the GOP, perhaps we can learn something about your childhood. How did you grow up?
The only perfect boy in New York.
How about the music you listened to, Mr. President?
I liked musicals a lot when I was a kid. Dough for me, then more for me. Ray will pay me through the nose. Me, a name you'll call myself. T for Trumpy TV shows. Another favorite of mine. Anyone you can screw, I can screw better. I can screw anyone better than you.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can. Yes, I can. Yes, I can. China! That's from Annie Get Your Gun, starring Ethel Merman and Wayne LaPierre.
And don't forget Damn Yankees.
What would I do without you, Kellyanne?
Whatever Donald wants, Donald gets. And Mr. Cuomo, that means no bad news.
That's Pompey's favorite.
So there were clear family influences around money and power.
When I was a little boy, my father said to me, he said, look you, who do you think you're ruling? That used to be Bannon's favorite.
Sounds like you were a fan of New York's favorite son, Paul Simon.
You could say that. With a bridge over Maxine waters, I will dance around, build a bridge over Maxine waters. I will prance around.
Some hostility there, Mr. Trump? Feelings of rejection?
She don't know who she's messing with, Wolf. I'm a con man, Donald John man. She's my pawn man. I'll get her gone, man.
No concerns, Mr. President, about karma?
Karma, karma for a hot little mama. I'm her handyman.
Haven't you created problems for yourself, Mr. President, by being a little too handy?
You have to understand the New York City mentality. Context, Wolf. Context. You should have learned that in journalism school.
Thanks, Mr. President. I'll keep that in mind.
I've always been drawn to great beauty, Wolf. OMG, that great beauty standing there. Why don't I go and take the risk? Putting on the frisk. Though I'm old and I don't do what I'm told, I'll go for the gold and slip a disc. Putting on the frisk. Everything I say and sing is super. Go and eat your heart out, Gary Cooper.
Hoopy duper!
And women have always been drawn to me, Wolf. Imagine all the women who want me as their date. I know Pelosi can hardly wait. She was so excited when I rated her an 8. You may say I'm a schemer, but you know it's all in fun. I like to pal around with Harvey and watch Cosby on rerun. You see, Wolf, with me, they're not only getting the sexiest man in New York, but also a highly cultured man. A man of theater, the ballet, the opera. Hello, si Pagliaccia, I grab your crotcha. You say don't touch ya. I just say gotcha.
Well, we've just been up close and very personal with our president. And thank God. Here come the Republican representatives. The Party of Lincoln.
That brought you Matt McConaughey.
Hi ho, it's back to work we go. We've slept enough, now let's get tough. Hi ho, hi ho, hi ho, hi ho, hi ho. No more quid pro quo, those Democrats are pussy cats. Hi ho, hi ho.
Leader McConnell, can you give us an overview of where your party has been?
Sure, Wolf. In 2019, we took a little trip, paddling down Wickers, Mississippi. We took some penicillin and a jar of Vaseline. Well, you know what I mean.
I'm not sure I want to, Mr. Majority Leader.
Your prerogative.
How do you keep order among your delegates?
I keep my comrades. Oops, let me start over. I keep my members marching in straight time. This old lion can be leonine. For 30 years now it's been mighty fine. Because they're mine, they walk the line.
Yes, Mr. McConnell, you've been at the helm for many years. What's the key to your success?
I put proposals in, they take some language out. I put disposals in, then I shake them all about. I do some hanky-panky as I turn it upside down. That's what I'm all about.
That sounds like a great working model. But now let me turn to Senator John Kennedy here. What happens, Senator, when there's dissension among the ranks?
When the apprentice comes to town, the senators all hide. They hide behind their walls and protocols. They all are terrified. For the wrath of a Trump is the only gun Republicans understand. When it comes to shooting straight and fast, they are so outmanned. In the sauna, we call Mr. Trump the 45.
He's a pistol, all right. And speaking of the president, we have him back on Skype. A reporter is asking him about precautions he's taking for COVID-19. Let's listen.
Shake hands with your president, my friend. Please don't hesitate. Shake hands with Jiminy Jordan, who coached Ohio State. And don't pass by our Lindsey Graham, who once stood by McCain. Shake hands with every sir or ma'am who wished they had my brain. Sure glad I paid no attention to Dr. Fauci. I call him Grouchy Fauci. Well, gotta go, Wolf. I gotta catch a flight to Rio de Janeiro and party with the president of Brazil.
Well, Senator Kennedy, any parting words for Lindsey Graham, your colleague from the South? Is he still a force to be reckoned with?
More like a farce to be reckoned with.
Who would you point to as a new face of the GOP?
Well, sir, Jim Jordan for one. If Donald Trump is a fearsome rhino who can't always see everything around him, then Jim Jordan is a red-billed oxpecker riding on his back. Jim unleashes a shouty, shrill warning of impending danger.
The president just mentioned him. Oh, Mr. Jordan, may we have a word?
How about 18 of them, Wolfie? If you hate Nancy Pelosi and Adam Schiff is a pain, like Bela Lugosi taking over your brain.
Sounds like you have an axe to grind with your Democratic colleagues.
Our Democratic foes want to steer this ship along with other woes. They still can't get a grip. Sedition! Sedition! Our president is under siege. Sedition! Sedition! Remember noblesse oblige.
Bear with me, folks. There's a disturbance at the doorway of the auditorium. I think, yes, it's a delegation of Democratic Party crashers, no doubt frustrated by a series of convention delays and presidential fiats. In the lead, the representative from California, Maxine Waters. Ms. Waters, good afternoon.
Hasn't been so far, Wolf. We all heard that blankety-blankety-blank come after me.
So, what would you like to convey now that you have the mic? Were you surprised, Congresswoman, when the president resorted to name-calling? Is there history between the two of you?
My grandma used to say, Maxie girl, people who live in glass towers shouldn't throw stones.
A good credo to live by.
A stable genius? More like a stable boy at Pimlico. That man don't even have horse sense. High IQ? More like Bart BQ.
Hey, that's kind of clever.
You know, Wolf, there are 22 words that rhyme with Trump. Trump, Trump, oh bump, banana, fan for front, fee, fi, mo, mum. Trump. Come on, y'all, join in.
Trump, Trump, oh bump, banana, fana, fo, fum, fee, fi, mo, mum. Trump.
And I'm just starting at the top of the alphabet.
Rick Wilson, caucusing with the Democrats.
With a capital B that rhymes with T that stands for Trump.
Kevin McCarthy, can we have your input in this escalating war on words?
Yucca-puck. What the f? Yucca-puck. What the f? Yucca-puck. Yucca-puck. What the f? Yucca-puck. What the f? Yucca-puck.
Trump, Trump, do dump, banana, fana, for from, fee, fi, do dump. Trump. Come on, y'all, let's do this one last time.
Trump, Trump, do dump, banana, fana, fo, from, fee, fi, do dump. Trump.
You missed clump and chump.
No, I didn't, honey. I'm just eager to get to letters H and R.
Here's the president's personal attorney. Maybe he can restore law and order. Your perspective, Mr. Giuliani.
No, not before Chuck Schumer can have his say. Rudy the brown-nosed reindeer had a very hiney nose. And if you ever saw him, LOL, how hard he blows. All of his brain-dead reindeer laugh and love to call him mayor. They all recall when Rudy had a spine and much more hair.
That's a rather harsh indictment, Senator Schumer.
Sorry, Wolf. The Donald made me do it.
Your comment, Mr. Giuliani?
Under the law, we all have freedom of speech, Wolf, and it's not unusual to have multiple interpretations of the facts.
Go on, please, Mr. Giuliani.
As a highly educated man, I can tell you that Schrodinger's cat was the brainchild of Charles Schultz. And it all hinges on perspective.
Are you referring to Schroeder, Mr. Giuliani?
You sure are a legal beagle, Wolf.
Now, Chief of Staff Mark Meadows is taking charge.
Hey, Rudy, over here. We've got fiends with misdemeanors, and they've got liens that make 'em meaner.
I've got spies in high places in Leningrad and hiding spaces.
The president is back on Skype. We thought you were off to Rio, Mr. President.
There you go again, Wolf, with the fake news. Thank God for Hannity. Now, here's a little something for Rudy and Roger. I'll sign your pardon in my white is right rose garden. Along with the graft sometime, you two are bound to get the shaft sometime. Like Roger always said, one bad term deserves another.
I don't think he phrased it exactly like that, Mr. President.
How would you put it, Mr. Nunes?
We've got Trump shine
on a down
Momshine. Oh, I really, really like it. I'm the sun god, come down to enlighten. Apollo John Trump.
Congressman Nunes is always behind you, Mr. President.
Devin's CYA for me.
CIA?
Not CIA, CYA. Why do I always have to explain things to you? How'd you get to be head honcho anyway?
Just lucky, I guess.
Here come the judge. Here come the judge. And he appears to be hammered.
Judge Brett Kavanaugh? We didn't expect you.
Hello, Schumer. Hello, Devin. Maxine and Kaylee. Hello, Kevin. We should gather at Camp Davy. We're supposed to do some work, but that's all gravy. 'Cause more is less, and less is more. More or less. Maxine, you want to say something?
Doesn't the GOP want to proceed with its deliberative process in order to augment maximum representation in an upcoming electoral college?
We're supposed to nominate, but that's a maybe. I proposition that we all move from this Republican detention center to Camp Davy into the woods now that we're out of the woods. No Daytona virus, no spatial distancing. The man's actually showing good, impaired judgment.
Supreme judgment, I'd say.
Hey, everybody, just punch eye holes in your leftover Pomonavirus masks and you'll be set for Halloween or Mardi Gras.
Or Purim.
Whichever comes first.
For the record, I wish to retract my last statement.
Saved a keg from me and Tobin and Squee.
Think I still have a 12-pack of Billy Beer?
Did someone say Billy Barr?
Billy Beer, William, not Billy Barr. Back to the buffet now, Billy.
Yes'm.
We'll drink a toast to Old White Man.
Brett!
Well, what are we waiting for? I'll get us a bus for Camp Davy, Camp David. We can sing camp songs on the way.
Mark, can you get in touch with Donald?
Nah.
Friends, this is Wolf about to get blitzed Blitzer, signing off from the GOP-G13. Good night, America, and l'chaim.
But wait! To bleach, l'chaim.
Drink some before you impeach. Here's to the Tide Pods I try to eat.
Lysol is hard to beat. Drink l'chaim to bleach. Let us toast l'chaim.
To 6 turns and no germs for each. Make sure to keep bleach within your reach. Thermos for at the beach.
Drink l'chaim to bleach. God would like us to be joyful even when our tongues are ranting on the floor. But how much more can we be boyful when we purchase Drano at the local store? To bleach, to disinfectant, to Donald, our giant, our peach.
Gives us something to think about. Run to your sink and shout.
Drink l'chaim.